What's good, UB2Bs? Back at it again with another video. I am just now getting my life together and getting out of bed. I got out of bed actually a little bit ago. It is currently 11:30 or so, but this morning I just kind of had my schedule thrown off just because I was so tired last night that I couldn't finish the video. I kept dozing off, and I decided to set an alarm around 3:30, and I got up around 3:30, 3:45 or so to finish editing my video and schedule it to be uploaded at 6 a.m. and finally went back to sleep probably around 5:30 or 6 o'clock. So my schedule was thrown off quite a bit this morning, but it is another beautiful morning in New York City right now. It's not too many clouds in the sky that I can see, and I am excited. I've already got my gym fit on. I've got my coffee in hand right here, ready to go. But I have just been kind of just relaxing in bed. It was just one of those mornings where I realized like I'm finally home and I don't really want to get up right now. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm happy to be in my bed. I'm happy to be in my home and don't feel like trying to rush into my day or anything. Just kind of chilled into my morning, as you all know I like to do. So here I am. I am going to head over to the gym here in a second, but I did want to let you guys know that the apartment list is up and running again. I know a few of you reached out to me and said that I shouldn't have closed it out. So those of you who are interested in supporting the channel and taking a look, the description for those of y'all interested, just wanted to throw that out there. And I was chatting with Amazon. So unfortunately, Antoine, I appreciate you getting me the table, but they are just these people. It was shipped by Amazon, but it was actually a third party that actually made the table, and just very difficult for them to try to send the parts. Like, they apparently sent the parts. I wasn't able to get those delivered to my door. I don't know what happened to it, but it is not handled through UPS or FedEx or USPS or whatever. And just trying to reach out to them has been very difficult, and it's just taking forever. And I think they're located in China or something, but I will be unable to get this table together. But I really appreciate you, Antoine, for sending the table over. It does mean a lot, and I'm gonna have to try to find a replacement for that. But that was my morning, and I do have a few other things that I need to get done. I also have my invoice for this previous week that I have to finish getting out. That is very important and obviously a priority, but I am not sure what else the day is going to consist of. I might try to run over to H Mart. I've just been craving some certain things, some HBAF and some other Asian cuisine, so I might try to check that out. I am just now finding out that there is an H Mart in Harlem, so might try to check that out. Might try to go to Trader Joe's and get some groceries and stuff. I'm not totally sure exactly what I'm going to do, like I said, but that is all up in the air. But I am excited to get back in the gym. Let me tell you, it has been quite a while, week and a half, 2 weeks or so, but I hope you all are having an amazing start to your week as well. I think I am going to keep the beret. I really like it. I kind of let it grow on me. I know a lot of you have said the same thing. That is generally my game plan when it comes to buying items off the internet, or clothing especially. But generally when I am shopping, if I don't have a love for a certain item, I typically don't think it is worth keeping and you should send it back. That is the motto that I go by. But for this specific item, I guess beret is something that I've kind of seen myself interested in wearing and trying out, but I am allowing myself a little bit more time for a item that is a little out of my comfort zone. It's a little out of my standard wear, which is typically bucket hats, baseball caps, and beanies is typically the only hats that I wear. But since it is something out of the ordinary, I feel like it has that initial shock factor because I'm not used to seeing my face in a beret like that. So for an item like that I didn't initially love out of the box, I'm allowing myself a little bit more time to grow into it. And I think sleeping on the item actually helped me love the hat even more, and just kind of hearing you guys feedback as far as the beret went, I think I'm going to keep it. So I appreciate you guys' feedback and support as always, but I'm going to show you guys the gym fit and get ready to go to the gym because I'm kind of feeling that energy right now. So let's get to the room. So this is the gym fit. It is something that you've seen me wear before, but it is my Guns N' Roses cutoff tee. I love this cutoff. It's just perfect size, perfect shape, everything. I've got the Lululemon shorts that are a decade old. And then I'm, of course, going to throw some Chuck Taylors on the feet. And today is going to be back day, so I'm going to have a nice little pump. It has been almost 2 weeks since I have done back, shoulders, and buys. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I am not going to lie, I really need to stretch. So I'm looking forward to getting back to the gym just so I can do some abs, stretch, and just feel good again. And I'm looking forward to the soreness. I am not wearing a hat. I actually like the second day that I wash my hair better than the first day fresh out of the shower, just because my hair is like a little bit longer, and when I wrap it up in the do-rag or whatever, it kind of like has the stray hairs and stuff and kind of sets it down. And to me, it has a better texture, more of what I am going for. Have a little bit of I don't know, it's just the texture is just better in my opinion when I lay it down overnight. So day 2 was always better for hair day as far as my hair goes. But let's get over to the gym and get this sweat on.
Yo, this is about to really hurt some people's feelings, so if you a little sensitive, you might as well turn this joint off right now. Okay? How you afraid to drop a dime when you already dropped a dime? Got a wife at home, but you steady on my line. Talking about shorty, you remember when I grind slow? Did I really blow your mind though? Nah, you got me confused with your other booze. I've been peep game, so I never gave a cookie up. And that's why I got your wife on the line, man. And I hope she gets every single diamond ring. Niggas kill me, they put their fist up. Got you all thinking that they meant other people. All on the stage like they motivational speakers, when really they just A1 creepers. You pushing 40 with an 18-year-old shorty. Oh, you think you lit cause you ride around with all the hot sisters and fly mamacitas. Well, I ain't on your payroll, so let me shoot the shit. They ain't laughing with you, they all laughing at you, cause you're that old and afraid of commitment. Everybody in the world know that ain't no G shit. Don't get mad at me, your life is kinda sad, B. Now this next jab is for my saints and ain'ts, my Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized believers. Stop looking down at me, I'm not an evil heathen. I'm 24 years old and never sold my soul. I went to college to get more knowledge. I upped my pedigree by fixing my credit, B. I went across the stage and got my degree. I'm in the middle of my prime with a full-time job. I stay prayed up, now later with a man that all my kids call Uncle Fred. I'm not on the front pew with my legs wide open, trying to get a preacher a sip of my ocean. I might curse a bit, but that don't mean I'm not anointed, appointed, or chosen for this here time. I don't want what you got, I only want what's mine. This right here is for you that crossed the line. All up in the club screaming, dip, she mighty fine. Walking up to me, trying to cop a feel, whisper in my ear, talking about your $1 million. Nah, that's cap, you got 1 million baby mamas. And Jazzy walked away cause she ain't even about the drama. Don't ever in your life try to put your hands on me. I know hood niggas in the trap that'll split you like a Kit Kat and show up to your wake like who did that? I have them throw you over the Escalades in Broadway Junction for your sick escapades. How do you fix your crusty ass lips to say that a black woman ain't beautiful? Now what all that dirt built around your thick ass cuticles? Give a damn about whose box you keep listening when you don't even.
Alright you guys, I just showered up and now I am trying to figure out what the rest of the day is going to consist of. But now that I'm all fresh and everything, I wanted to share with you guys my good friends over at Zeelool, who were kind enough to send me over a few pairs of glasses. I've actually been on the hunt for some other stylish glasses. I typically wear the same pair of glasses, but it is nice to have some sort of variety when it comes to switching out my outfits. But I just wanted to show you guys some of the fashionable lenses that they do have over at Zeelool. So this is one pair that is probably my favorite out of the bunch. I just really like the bar that goes over the top right here. Kind of I saw some styles like this over in Japan, so I think these guys did a pretty good job at coming up with affordable lenses at a pretty good price point, and then you also get many options, a lot more than you do at like Warby Parker, stuff like that. So it is an online store only. They don't have an actual storefront anywhere, which is kind of cool. And you can actually go online and upload your face and rearrange the glasses by face shape and oval faces, square faces. They have different lenses for each and every one of you, but I'm just going to show you guys a couple of different options as well. I would have to say this is also one of my favorites of the bunch. It gives me like 70s vibes and just even like 90s vibes with these glasses, but definitely that retro feel. I'm pretty sure I've seen my dad wearing glasses like this in his older pictures from the 70s, but I definitely would be rocking these with a fit like this, and it's just cool, a little bit more my style, a little bit more of that retro vibe that I like. It's that old school vibe. I just like that old feel and old touch to this frame of glasses. And then I will go ahead and jump on to the next. So this one is a little bit more of your standard pair of glasses. This is just more of a simple vibe. I'm just kind of feeling a little bit more basic, a little bit more chill, and not want to be all out there or whatever. So it's still pretty cool pair of glasses. They all have their own individual style and feel, and if you want to portray a certain vibe or whatever to the people, or you know, whoever's paying attention to you, then these guys are the way to go. And then the last pair I'm gonna share is these guys right here. So these are similar to the last pair. It's just more of a clear frame version of that last pair. It's just a more simple version of that one, I feel. And this is just kind of just chilling and don't really feel like being all out there extra, whatever you want to say, but it's still a vibe to me. I think this is dope, and I would have to say that I like the first two. They're my favorites and the ones that I'll probably be wearing the most often. But let me know what you guys think, and then you will also get 10% off if you use the code Teddy10. I will leave the link to Zeelool in the description, so make sure you guys check them out. If you are on the hunt for a new pair of frames and want to look stylish at an affordable price, check that link in the description to get 10% off, and you'll be looking cool for cheap. All right, so I am getting ready to head to H Mart. I've got the new Zeelool glasses on. These are those like 70s retro vibes. I felt like it was perfect for today's outfit of the day. So starting with the top, obviously I've got these new Zeelool glasses on. They've already got my prescription loaded, so if you can get past the fact that it is like 3 times zoomed into my face, then they are good to go. I've always had this problem because my prescription is kind of strong and I have an astigmatism. So with frames like these, they kind of like do fall down just a little bit because they're a little bit heavier. But I actually find these frames just be so dope. Like, they are definitely my style, my vibe, and I'm happy that Zeelool sent these over. So like I said, guys, the description will have the URL and my code for 10% off for Zeelool glasses. They are funky, but that's besides the point. And let's get to the jacket. So this is a brown leather jacket that I picked up. I don't know the name of the brand, but it was from London. I was really in need of a leather jacket or brown leather jacket. I wrote it down in my things that I want list, and I found one while I was over there. Love this jacket. It's a nice cut, fits me perfectly. And I told you guys that I like to wear these collared shirts now. So this is the weekday collared shirt that I've got underneath, just to add an additional layer. It is still very windy outside, so you know, I would like to just go over there with no jacket on just to, like, you know, catch that vibe, but it's just always so windy in New York for some reason. But these are the dress pants from Bershka, and then I have the Timberland ALD collab with the dress, or sorry, I got the Timberland ALD collab boat shoes on feet. So I told you guys that I've really been loving these boat shoes. So let's get over to H Mart. Let's get on this bike and let's zoom over there. And another thing I failed to mention was the fact that I do have my new ALD tote bag. So giving this a first run at the store. So we'll see how that goes. Now let's get to our regularly scheduled program.
Sentimientos son puros sentimientos, baby. No pudimos controlarlo, envuelto en sentimientos. Son puros sentimientos, baby. Fue puro placer y volver a tocarnos en el sitio donde te encontré. No pudimos controlarlo, envuelto en sentimientos. Son puros sentimientos, baby. Como tú no hay otra. Vente, vamos de viaje. Ya te sientes igual, así también. Envuelto en sentimientos, son puros sentimientos, bebé. No pudimos controlarlo. Envuelto en sentimientos, son puros sentimientos, bebé.
We were meant to be. Goodbye, my love. Baby bluebirds flying me, oh so high above. Darling, we were meant to be. Goodbye, my love. Baby bluebirds flying me, oh so high above. But you flew south in the spring, so I'll save my love for the one meant to be for
Whoa. Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic gotta say. I got 'em picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand, ayy. We on overtime, you don't need to understand, ayy. You just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play the same.
Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving, what we doing. Cause it can get dangerous. Cause it can get dangerous. Cause it can get dangerous.
Ayy, please don't play no games with me, I promise I'm too much. Ayy, I can never let up even if you had enough. Ayy, this ain't
All right, y'all, just getting back, and I also stopped at a hardware store. So first of all, these glasses held up very well on the drive. I thought they would be falling off my face a lot more. They actually kind of started falling down on my face more as I was walking, more so than just riding on the bike. So that's really cool. Definitely adding these to my future outfits. I definitely felt great wearing these glasses, but yeah, guys, let me not start talking too much and get to what I picked up. I actually spent way more money than I originally planned. I guess I didn't really plan on spending any money. I didn't have a budget or anything, but I kind of was just like a kid in a candy store. That's exactly the best way to describe how I felt while I was inside of H Mart, but things just caught my eye and I started reminiscing about my trip to Seoul last year, and let me just get to it. So I've got these kimchi and cheese rice balls. So basically this is onigiri, and onigiri are these obviously rice balls, and they fill them with either like meat or fish, sometimes cheese, things like that. And these are basically what I discovered in Japan first, but Korea has their own version of that. And sorry, I had to reset. I just realized how hot I am right now, and I was just sweating so bad, but I just had to turn the AC up. But let me get back to it. And first of all, like, this bag, amazing. I'm definitely keeping this bag. Obviously, I've already used it to go get groceries, and it is just much bigger than my Carhartt bag. And I do like the style, I really do. Even though, although I am kind of biased, I do love the brand. It is still a very cool bag, and it was actually falling off my shoulder as I was walking over there. But as it's filled up, as its intended use, it's a lot better and just holds so much more stuff. But let me get back to it. HBAF. So I just finished talking to you guys about HBAF in the other video. But HBAF is Honey Butter Almond Factory, and they make basically mostly almonds and other kind of nuts and stuff. But they do have some other things like popcorn. So I got the Mexican street taco flavor as well as the New York cheeseburger. So I'm thinking they're talking about something like a chopped cheese or something. So I felt like I was buying too much sweet stuff, so I kind of circled the store a few more times and then threw in the savory items because I typically will buy a lot more sweet things. I'm on definitely a sweet tooth side of things. More HBAF Chuck Bucky almonds. So I've got the original flavor honey butter almonds, and then I also have milk chocolate almonds. So these are the best ones in my opinion, as I have a sweet tooth. These and the creme brulee. They actually didn't have the creme brulee, but these will definitely satisfy me. I've got some Thai tea. This has been on my grocery list probably for like 6 months now, and I'm just now getting around to picking it up. There was a really good flavor that they have at World Market, but I have not found a World Market yet in New York, so I'm glad that H Mart had a Thai tea. It's actually kind of harder to find than you think. And then I have these fish things. I can't remember what the exact name of these are. My phone is all the way over there, so I'm just gonna put it up on the screen when I see it. These are absolutely amazing. They actually had more of like a crunchy exterior when I was getting them in Seoul every morning. I literally stopped over there every day to get one of these. They have all types of flavors like almond, pistachio, they put in there strawberry, Nutella, whatever. But these are more of like a softer version of that, and it's a pancake consistency, but I got 2 versions of these in chocolate. These are some dumplings with cheese. I got some kimchi, and then I got the vegan kimchi. I actually don't like the one at Trader Joe's that much, so I'm glad that I got this. I do have some bulgogi that I can actually start cooking now. I don't want to eat bulgogi or anything Korean like that without kimchi for some reason. It just makes it feel like I'm in Korea. But I don't eat fish, so that's why I got the vegan version of the kimchi. I just don't want fish sauce just because I just don't like seafood. And I also picked up 4 of these onigiris. So I've got the sweet garlic bacon flavor as well as bulgogi. So I've got bulgogi and sweet garlic bacon. And like I said earlier, onigiri are just these rice balls that are filled with meat, chicken, bulgogi. I don't know, it's just what I went to 7-Eleven every single day in Tokyo and got every day. They're probably my top 3 favorite item from Tokyo. It's just so delicious and so portable like this. They actually eat this for breakfast. It's outstanding. And I actually couldn't find these in LA anywhere at the H Marts and stuff. It was very hard to find in Los Angeles. So I'm glad that I can find onigiri more often, I guess, in New York. It seems like I've been to it actually a few stores in Brooklyn, or a few restaurants in Brooklyn that actually had it. But yeah, it's very difficult to find these. Highly recommend. Extension cord. This is just for my bedroom. My nightstand actually has outlets in it, so I just picked up a 9-foot one of these just so it can run from one end of my bedroom all the way to the other. This guy decided he wanted to take a nap while I was gone, but he's now wide awake, as you can see. So say hi, Theo. He's just a little shy. But yeah, guys, that is the H Mart haul, and I'm probably going to eat these onigiri since it's probably the easiest thing for me right now. I am a bit hungry, so let's get to it.